This is so exciting. We're gonna make now a mushroom and wine sauce for the stuffed chicken with the rosemary and the bacon. So the first thing that you wanna do is once the chicken is cooked, and you notice how beautiful it is, like golden brown. Ooh, wow, this thing is hot. We're gonna move the pieces. Now remember to take the all of the toothpick before you put the sauce. So we're taking the chicken completely out. In the meantime, I'm gonna lower the heat for a second. And what we're going to do is we're gonna take the pieces, because the pieces of toothpick, and also you can take away the pieces of rosemary. So the rosemary was, so it would add flavor. So I'm taking the pieces of the rosemary right out, so that way your guest will not have to deal with this. Also, this one didn't have it. Oh, here it is. Oh, a little bit of the cheese. Take the toothpick out just like so. So make sure that you use your gloves. Okay, so there's another toothpick hidden here, so that's like finding a bone. So take it right out. Ooh, that's hot. And one more here. This one had no rosemary, but this one did have a toothpick. Oh, this is so juicy and beautiful. So make sure that you take that toothpick right out. Do not leave anything in there. So look at how gorgeous this is, but toothpick. Make sure that the whole thing comes off. So now turn the heat back up to medium. Maybe pull out some of the little grits, because you want your sauce to be a little bit smooth. So I'm gonna pull out any little pieces of chicken that might have stayed in here. Okay? And so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a little piece of butter. Okay, so you can flavor that up. Then what I'm going to do is I'm gonna add a little bit of sage to the sauce. A little bit of thyme. Isn't that awesome? So remember, we're always running out of time, so always use thyme. I'm just kidding. Thyme emits an oil that is called thyme oil that is actually really good. Like if you have a cold or if you have any bronchitis, thyme is really good for that. Okay, so you can use the thyme oil. Okay, so now a little bit of the rosemary. So give it a good stir. Lower the heat so you're not creating a fire in there. Okay, so now I got the butter. Now I'm gonna add a little bit of the cream. But before I do that, I just wanna make sure that I slow it down. Then you're gonna take some baby bella mushrooms, then just slice them, just quickly. Very thin slice. You can use the Saladmaster machine for this, but I've chose not to, because this would be super easier for me just to do that right now. And then what you want to do is slice through the middle again, so you don't have like big chunks. And then put the mushrooms. Here's the rest. Turn it back up to medium. Then give it a good stir. In the meantime, you want to prepare your pans, your plates that you're going to use. So cover it for a bit so it will emulsify and the juices from the mushrooms will actually come out, like the moisture. Now, in the meantime, what we could do is grab a plate. So I will also show you how to plate it. So grab a pretty beautiful plate. Plain sometimes is actually beautiful. Get it ready, and then you're gonna have a piece of the chicken roulade. I call it roulade too, because anything that you roll is kind of like a roulade. Okay, not roulette, roulade, or roulade. Okay, so now take the fork, give it a quick stir to the mushrooms. All right, you can make this dish in the electric skillet too, or you can use the 8.5 gourmet skillet for just 2 people. So if you don't have a big 12-inch, don't fret. You can use 8-inch, 10-inch. Now add a little bit of wine. And give it a quick little stir. Now you can use your left hand if you want to. Okay. very nicely. Look at these mushrooms. Okay, you don't want to overcook the mushrooms because you want to have some kind of density. You know, you want to have some kind of texture. So texture is very important. So a little bit more wine. That's really important too. And then this is when we actually bring and introduce the cream sauce. So if your cream sauce is not thick enough, then add a little bit more butter. So that's the cream sauce right there. Give her a quick little stir and you'll see how nice and thick it will be. All right, this is coming along really beautiful. Not only that, your pan comes out super clean. Okay, so we're gonna just take the one plate and then we're gonna dress one up. So like I said, add a little bit of extra butter if the sauce is a little too runny, or just let it simmer for a little bit more, and then you have like a perfect thick cream. Okay, here we go again. Oh, this is coming perfect. Now, just before you serve it, you want to put a little bit of black pepper, and so a little bit of black pepper there. One more stir. Wow, this is looking incredible and smelling super delicious. So now it's done. So now you take your chicken roulade, your stuffed chicken, rolled chicken, put a bit of the mushroom sauce over the top, and voila. This is what you want to see when you serve. Oh, pure goodness. Look at how beautiful and gorgeous. Don't you want to have that? You need to come to Happy Cooking. So join us at the next cooking class every Monday night. Until then, have a happy, healthy, and wealthy day.